Friends, welcome to my channel. Dhanesh here. Let's start. Machine learning models create wonders when the dataset provided for training is large. Having a good amount of data allow us to build a better predictive model as we have more data to train the model. However, using a large dataset has its own drawbacks. The biggest limitation is the problem of dimensionality. To get rid of this, a process called dimensionality reduction was introduced. Dimensionality reduction techniques can be used to filter only a limited number of significant features needed for training, and this is where PCA, Principal Component Analysis, comes into picture. Let's discuss in detail about Principal Component Analysis. As mentioned, PCA is an unsupervised dimensionality reduction technique that enables you to identify correlations and patterns in a dataset so that it can be transformed into a dataset of significantly lower dimension without loss of any important information. The main idea behind PCA is to figure out patterns and correlations among various features in the dataset. On finding a strong correlation between different variables, a final decision is made about reducing the dimensions of the data in such a way that the significant data is still retained. Dimensions are nothing but features that represent the data. Now we will discuss about what is principal components. See, here we are transforming the variables or features or dimensions to a new set of variables which are known as the principal components or simply the PCs. The principal components are computed in such a manner that the newly obtained variables are highly significant and independent of each other.
Both PCA and LDA are linear transformation techniques. However, PCA is an unsupervised while LDA is a supervised dimensionality reduction technique. PCA has no concern with class labels. In simple words, PCA summarizes the feature set without relying on the output. PCA tries to find the directions of the maximum variance in the dataset. In a large feature set, there are many features that are merely duplicate of the other features or have a high correlation with the other features. Such features are basically redundant and can be ignored. The role of PCA is to find such highly correlated or duplicate features and to come up with a new feature set where there is a minimum correlation between the features, or in another word, feature set with maximum variance between features. Since the variance between the feature set dependent upon the output, therefore PCA does not take the output labels into account. Unlike PCA, LDA tries to reduce the dimensions of the feature set while retaining information that discriminates output classes. LDA tries to find decision boundary around each cluster of a class. It then projects the data into new dimensions in a way that clusters are separate from each other as possible and the individual elements within a cluster are as close to the centroid of the cluster as possible. The new dimensions are ranked on the basis of their ability to maximize the distance between clusters and minimize the distance between the data points with the cluster and their centroids. The new dimensions from the linear discriminants are of the feature set.
PCA versus LDA. What to choose for dimensionality reduction? In case of uniformly distributed data, LDA almost always perform better than PCA. However, if the data is highly skewed, Irregularly distributed. Highly skewed means irregularly distributed. Then it is advised to use PCA since LDA can be biased towards the majority class. Finally, it is beneficial that PCA can be applied to labeled as well as unlabeled data since it doesn't rely on the output labels. On the other hand, LDA requires output classes for finding linear discriminants and hence requires labeled data. For more info on how you can utilize